Tonight on Newswatch 18, hear about Iowa's voter turnout in the midterm election.
And I'll let you know how you can protect yourself from falling victim to a phone scam.
And I'll tell you what's going on in Cyclone sports this weekend.
Plus snow. Yes, snow is in the forecast. We'll have much more coming up.
This is Newswatch 18. Newswatch 18 starts now.
Welcome to this Thursday of November 6th edition of Newswatch 18. I'm Jack Kewitsch.
And I'm Brittney Gambill.
It was a night full of wins on Tuesday for the Republican Party, picking up 7 seats in the midterm election. Joni Ernst, Iowa's first woman in Congress, defeated Democratic candidate Bruce Braley by 8.5%. But the Republican Party will not take over just yet. A lame duck session of Congress will take place before Christmas with Democrats in charge of the Senate for a while. The 114th session of Congress begins January 3rd, 2015.
Iowa's midterm election turnout numbers are in. The state of Iowa saw an overall 52% voter turnout compared to a 69% turnout in 2012. Sioux and Fayette counties had the highest turnouts with 62% each, while Wright County only had a third of the population turnout. The state also reports that out of Iowa's 99 counties, roughly 22 of them saw turnout of less than 19% or zero.
The government of the student body funded almost $20,000 to numerous Iowa State student organizations. The funding is part of its special allocation recommendations for the fiscal year of 2015. GSB has $20,000 to distribute each year, and over $45,000 was requested by organizations this year alone. After reviewing eligibility, 7 groups were funded. The groups included were Ethos, ISU Trap and Skeet Club, Dance Marathon, SAE International, the Atheist and Agnostic Society, and STIR Magazine.
An Iowa State University math professor is under fire from a law judge. Administrative Law Judge Carol Greta is recommending the firing of Associate Professor Moulay Tajiri due to 2 years of conflict with superiors and student complaints about his teaching style. Greta cited her concerns in a ruling issued last week. The firing will become official unless Tajiri appeals within the next 20 days.
Be careful the next time you answer a call from someone you don't know. The university and city police departments have been receiving numerous reports of scam phone calls to students, their parents, and other community members. The callers have claimed to be with the government, the university, and utility companies. They have also demanded payment and threatened arrest for those who don't pay. As a reminder, do not give out bank account information, social security numbers, or anything that could compromise your financial security over the phone. If you have been a victim of the scam, contact the Ames Police Department.
The documentary Rape for Profit was presented to the students at Troxel Hall Wednesday night. The movie gave the audience an inside view of human trafficking happening in the United States. Iowa State's chapter of the Network Against Human Trafficking hosted the event and the other 3 events beginning presented by the organization. If you want to learn more about human trafficking in the United States or join ISU's Network Against Human Trafficking, you can contact their president, Samantha Buxted.
The organization within the Greek community will be having its first presentation at a chapter on campus next week. Students Advocating for Everyone, or SAFE, is an organization that is encouraging inclusive language. The group began organizing in the spring of 2014 and is now ready to begin presenting at chapters. SAFE liaisons show videos and start discussions to bring awareness to words that can be offensive to not only members of the LGBTQ community, but also to people who have been sexually assaulted, have autism, believe a certain religion, and more. SAFE will be giving their first presentation at Delta Zeta on November 10th.
Another presentation will be taking place at Iowa State. Leading big data researcher, entrepreneur, and visionary thinker Victor Mayer Schoenberger will present Big Data, a revolution that will transform how we think, work, and live on Tuesday, November 11th in the Memorial Union Great Hall. Schoenberger's talk is the keynote address for the university's National Affairs series on innovation.
Names will be added to Iowa State's Student Union. The union was built in 1928 as a memorial to students and alumni who have died in World War I. As more Iowa State student names become known, those names are added to the walls of the Memorial Union's Gold Star Hall. The names will be added of one student that died in May in Afghanistan, one who died on the USS Liberty, and another who died in World War II. These fallen soldiers will be honored during the Gold Star Hall ceremony on November 11th in the Great Hall of the Memorial Union.
Have you ever wanted to spend a week paddling through Ada Hayden Lake or exploring mystery caves in Minnesota? If so, the Outdoor Recreation Program takes students, faculty, and members of the Ames community on trips like these every few months. The program allows members of the Iowa State community the chance to see different parts of the country. This fall, student leaders will be traveling to Colorado, Arkansas, Tennessee, and Kentucky to do activities such as hiking, biking, and backpacking. For more information, you can visit the Outdoor Recreation website below.
And now we're joined by Annie at the desk for sports. What can we see going on this weekend for the Cyclones, Annie?
Well, I've got an ISU swim meet, a wrestling tournament, and I'll have all the details after the break. Stay tuned, you're watching Newswatch 18. Welcome back to Newswatch 18. I'm Annie Harmon with your Cyclone Sports Report. Fans wanting to attend a men's basketball game this year should act quickly. The Cyclones play 17 home games this year, and 12 games have already sold out of tickets. Fans will be limited to a maximum of 4 tickets per game. A limited number of tickets remain for the upcoming games, so act fast. To purchase single game tickets, call or visit the Iowa State Athletics ticket office or go online to cyclones.com. Iowa State women's basketball team crushed William Penn 99-53 in their exhibition opener last Tuesday. Iowa State dominated the boards in the contest, notching 58 rebounds. Freshman Brianna Fernstrom led Iowa State with 8 rebounds. With the win over William Penn, the Cyclones have now won 31 straight exhibition games. ISU women's basketball coach Bill Fennelly just announced the suspension of senior guard Nikki Moody for her moody attitude. He says that Nikki's attitude in the team setting has become a distraction to their learning environment. He went on to say that Nikki can return to team activities if and when improvement is seen. For the first time in the 2014-15 season, the Iowa State swimming and diving team will be on the road as they travel to Fort Worth, Texas to face off against Big 12 conference rival TCU. Friday's dual meet marks the second meeting between the Cyclones and the Horned Frogs, and the first time in program history an Iowa State team will compete at TCU. Last year, the Horned Frogs handed the ISU its first loss of the season, 160-139. After hosting 5 consecutive opponents to start the season, Iowa State will undergo a stretch of road trips before returning to Beyer Hall to take on Northern Iowa on Friday, January 23rd. The Iowa State wrestling team competes at home this weekend, hosting its annual Harold Nicholas Cyclone Open at Hilton Coliseum. At least 17 teams are expected to make the trip to the Cyclones annual tournament. The Iowa State Athletics Communications Office will host a live blog during the tournament. Fans are encouraged to follow the action and participate in the blog by asking questions. Live results and bracket updates will also be available online at trackwrestling.com. The doors to Hilton will open at 8 a.m. Saturday, with wrestling slated to begin at 9 a.m. And that's all I've got for your Cyclone Sports Report. It was pretty chilly out today, Brandon. Can we expect this trend to continue?
Yeah, we can, and you know what comes with snow? Cold, and plenty of it is on the way. We'll have more coming up in just a moment. And welcome back to Newswatch 18. Here's a sneak peek at what you can expect for the upcoming week. It'll be a warm day tomorrow, but yes, there is a chance of snow in the forecast, and with that snow is going to come some cold, and it is here to stay, unfortunately. Outside the studio here in Ames right now, we have 33 degrees. Cooler conditions right now with those clear skies and calm winds. That'll help to keep our conditions even cooler overnight tonight. Dew point is 27 degrees, making the humidity a pleasant 78 degrees, or percent, excuse me. Current winds out there, there's that calm winds in Ames, and light and variable across the state, generally out of the north, and again, that'll keep our temperatures down tonight, and we could see some frost waking up tomorrow. Current conditions, 33 in Ames, 41 in Des Moines, and 41 in Council Bluffs. So again, 40s for the southern part of the state, and we do have some 20s up in the northern part with generally 30s and clear skies for right now. Highs today, we did get up to 50 in Des Moines. We were a little under average for today, but we did make it up to 48, and parts of western Iowa saw 50s with 50 in Council Bluffs and 51 in Sioux City. So overall, not too below average, but still a little under average. And those are the clouds and clouds moving out of the state right now, leaving those clear skies. But as we look out to the west, we do see some clearing, but some more clouds moving in for tomorrow. And I don't expect any precipitation with these clouds, but it will kind of make our day a little dreary tomorrow. Lows tonight, we're expecting to get down to 28 in Tumwa, 32 in Des Moines, and 27 in Ames. 30s as you go out west, And highs tomorrow, we're going to make it up to 56 in Des Moines, 49 in Waterloo, and 48 in Mason City, and again 53 here in Ames. FUTURECAST will show this nicely. There's a clearing overnight tonight, but clouds will move in tomorrow morning, and we'll have off and on clouds throughout the day Friday with clouds moving back in Friday night. I don't think there's going to be much precipitation with these clouds, but again, we will see mostly cloudy skies tomorrow, and then Saturday we'll see some more clearing. Overnight tonight, temperature is 26 degrees, partly cloudy sky with winds 4 to 6 miles an hour, calming down as the night goes on. Tomorrow we will see a high of 45 with breezy conditions. The winds will return with generally from the south at 7 to 12 miles an hour. That's what's going to heat us up tomorrow. And the winds will be gusting to 26 miles an hour, so it will get a little breezy tomorrow. Friday, again, there's a high of 53, low of 26 tonight. As we look to the weekend, still pretty nice with really no rain chances until Sunday night, where we could see, again, a rain-snow mix. We're keeping an eye on it. Some of the models are not agreeing with each other, so we're keeping an eye closely on what could happen. We could see that mix with 50% chance on Monday with a high of 39, and there's where our best chance of snow is Monday night. It looks like northern Iowa could see some pretty good accumulations along with parts of Minnesota and Wisconsin, so we'll keep an eye on that for us in central Iowa. And there's the cold I was talking about behind that system with 31 on Tuesday, 32 on Wednesday with partly cloudy skies, but again, lows in the teens. And cold's looking like it's going to stick around for us, unfortunately. So we'll see how that plays out with the snow and everything else.
Thanks for the update, Brandon. Well, ISU's second annual Bacon Expo is this Saturday. This year, the expo will showcase a new competition called the Bacon Voice. Similar to the popular TV show The Voice, singlers will be showcasing their talents to win free admission to the expo and a chance to perform in front of over 1,500 people. There will also be a bacon eating contest where contestants will eat half a pound of bacon as fast as they can. The expo will be held at the Hanson Students Learning Center in Ames from 1 to 5 p.m.
And that's all we've got for this edition of Newswatch 18.
Be sure to tune in next week for more of your cyclone news, weather, and sports.
Have a good night, Ames.